Joining us now with what he expects next week, former federal prosecutor Renato Mariotti. Renato, given all of that, what exactly does Sam Bankman-Fried have to offer here in any kind of plea deal?
Not a lot, and that's the problem for Mr. Bankman-Fried at this point. The feds already have as you mentioned, two of his closest associates agreeing to cooperate against him. As a practical matter, they have him dead to rights. They feel very confident about their case. So he's going to have to do essentially what prosecutors try to cooperate downward or flip downward, cooperate against people who are less culpable than him, people who are his associates, people he did business with, people who invested. That's possible. He certainly could get some credit, but he's going to get a lot less credit than, for example, Caroline Ellison got because she was cooperating up against him. So I expect him to serve a substantial prison sentence, really no matter what he does, unless through some sort of miracle he's able to beat all of these charges, which I think is highly unlikely.
Yeah, that does seem highly unlikely just looking at all the data. But I'm curious, looking at the situation, what other shoes you think are left to drop? I mean, we just saw the Winklevoss twins and Gemini slapped with a potential class action lawsuit earlier this week. Do you think we'll see more lawsuits come as part of the dam that broke as a result of this?
Absolutely. So first of all, everyone who's done business with FTX has to get a lawyer and figure out their own potential liability, their own responsibilities to, if they're, for example, a publicly traded company or they have their own investors or customers, they have to be concerned about that. You can imagine lenders and those who extended credit to FTX are going to be potentially considering suits. So there's going to be a whole slew of lawsuits that are going to be kind of reverberating out from the FTX debacle. And then, as I think your guest mentioned a moment ago, there's going to be a regulatory response here. I actually think, yes, there are some in the industry who want more regulation. I think that is likely whether it is invited or not. There's definitely increasing regulatory interest in the crypto space.
Hey, Renato, I have a question about restitution for the people that were negatively impacted by all of this. When Sam Bankman-Fried was down in a very Tony villa in the Bahamas, he claimed that he wanted to help out all the people and do what he could to get people back their money. Is there something that he can do, and can prosecutors actually enable him to, I guess, help the government get back some of this money?
You know, it's amazing. Fraudsters always have, at the end, they always want everyone to get their money back, but they usually spend a good portion of it, and so there's not 100% of that money remaining, which is how they got themselves into this mess. There will be a restitution order entered if and when he is convicted that will require him to pay 100% restitution to everyone. But as a practical matter, it's hard for me to see how he possibly has the ability to get 100% of the funds to everyone who's been impacted here. You can expect there to be some exploration of clawbacks. In other words, people who got money from FTX shortly before it collapsed, you could see some argument that there might be some, for example, ill-gotten gains that they have. You could also expect, as we talked about a moment ago, some collateral lawsuits. But I do think that there's going to be some former customers and investors of FTX who are going to be left holding the bag.